Well, hello, my beautiful Aries. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with a little bonus reading for the full moon in Virgo. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I'll never ask for personal details. And I'll also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Aries, this is a little bonus reading. I'm going to get all of your cards first before I connect to an outcome. But just to let you know, the full moon in Virgo is an extremely powerful force that will affect us all energetically from the 7th of March. You will feel that energy for 2 weeks after the 7th of March. So it is going to be that strong, okay? Normally when you have a full moon, you can feel the energy affecting you for up to 2 weeks after the event. The same with the new moon, but it's not as strong as a full moon pull, okay? Just want you to be aware of that. The full moon actually takes place just when Saturn, the planet of hard work, tough love, hard facts and lessons, changes signs into Pisces. So expect to feel extra sensitive, a little bit more emotional than usual. However, it may also make you feel more resilient against all those changes. So it's not to be feared when it calls you out in areas of your life where you need transformation. It actually helps us step into our power even further, okay? Now, I'm just seeing in the water, before I move on, they're showing me a zipper in the water, a zipper. I mean, I'll connect to it energetically in a moment. I'm not really sure what they're trying to give me with that, but I will connect to it in a moment. It looks like a golden zipper, but anyway, let's move on and I'll connect to it now in a moment. During this period, you will feel more focused on your health, eating habits, sleeping patterns, exercise routines, and you may also feel more compelled to source natural products, especially in terms of nutrition and alternative therapies, okay? Now, this full moon will see you become the best version of yourself, okay? You'll also release any perfectionistic tendencies or inner critical narratives, and you'll embrace yourself with empathy and love so that you can concentrate on all those parts of yourself that you feel like you've neglected due to a busy lifestyle or to responsibilities, perhaps if you've got lots going on right now, or even if you are a carer or someone who, you know, tends to be an overgiver. This is a time period where you will start to give to yourself, okay? So it will influence you and encourage you to step back a little bit, meditate, have a little bit more quiet time, and you may even settle down to read a good book or two. Also, this period will encourage you to declutter your home space, balance out your finances, and be in the flow of natural organization, okay? So it is a very positive time, brings a lot of luck on the other side. Full moon energy tends to raise the things that are deep below us, those fears, those anxieties, and it also makes us feel a little bit overwhelmed as we are trying to, you know, finish all our chores, get everything done, and at the same time feeling a little bit emotional. So you may be feeling a little bit pressurized during this time, but after those 2 weeks, you're going to feel a boost of energy, a charge of your batteries, okay? Now also, we do have Mars and Neptune clashing during this week, so you may also have excess energy towards the end of the week that sees you needing to channel that energy into productive activities, whether it's exercise, whether it is hobbies, the gym, whatever it is. I feel like you're going to be using it in a very productive way. Now I'm just going to go and get your final cards. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Aries? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them? 2 of Coins. You've got double 2 at the end here, and we've got the 7 of Cups. So we've got Son of Feathers, Okay, investigating your options. I'm going to go one more just to see. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please, they want that one, don't they? Yeah, just pop right out there for you. Okay. So let's move on. Two of Cups, another two, triple two there. So that really states that you are attracting things, that you are manifesting at this time. But let's go deeper than that, okay? This reading is a little bit different. It's not the usual career love readings. This is about how you're feeling right now, how you're coping with things in your life, and, you know, all the stuff that's below the surface that perhaps is not readily seen by other people, okay? Now, we do have trine. Now, trine's actually a very good, there are a lot of good luck, okay? And there is a trine at the end of the month. I think it, if I remember rightly, I think it's around about the 20th, okay? So that is a very lucky time for starting new contracts, starting new things, projects, meeting love if you're looking for love. But as I said, this is really not about those things. This is more about you feeling the need to take a step back, because I feel like you've been on the go. You've been very busy. A lot of your cards, especially when you get the two of anything, it tends to mean you need balance. It tends to mean that you need to take a step back to recalibrate and recharge your batteries. It does say here, brings luck, flow, talents, indulges, effortlessness, harmony, eases, lazy energies, no friction, and benefits. So I really feel that you're looking at life right now like, why is it not easy? Why does everything have to be so difficult? Why is it when I feel like I'm on the right path, suddenly a wave of something comes to try and derail me off my path? So I feel right now you're looking at life and all the conflicts or struggles that perhaps you've been having, and you're trying to restructure your world in order to make sure that you're on your true life's purpose path, but also make sure that you find your happy place, your happy spot. We're all seeking happiness, of course. Happiness comes from within. But I feel right now, especially with the Sun, the Six of Coins there, and the Father of Coins, a lot of you may be looking at where you extend your energy in your life just to make sure it's balanced, okay? Because the cards that have pentacles on them, they're all about investment in self or investment in others. And it's really about looking at reciprocity in all your life and looking at things that you connect to that perhaps drain your energy. So you may be cutting out food substances, for example, that make you feel low energy. If anything's like you really disagreed with you and given you acid reflux, you may be looking at cutting it out or limiting it so that you can have a little bit of what you fancy, but at the same time you don't like the feeling, so you are managing those things in order to make sure that you are giving your body, mind and soul a healthy start, shall we say. And I feel this will be something you'll focus on for at least the next month. I mean, it's something that you will take with you long term, but I definitely see you cutting things out that don't make you feel good. And anything that's a quick fix gives you a quick boost of energy. Anything sugary or fast foods, things like that, whilst they are a bit tasty sometimes and we crave them, I feel like you're looking at trying to either limit them or actually looking at alternatives that are much more healthy for you. Okay, now I feel like you're trying to get back in the flow. I get this sense that you've been doing a lot. You've had a lot on your plate, a lot on your mind. You may be looking like, okay, I got to pay my bills. I got to make sure I look after my kids if you've got kids. You may have like goals, aspirations that you're trying to work towards as well. At the same time, you're trying to do life, make sure that you're on the right path. And you may be in a cycle of doing. There's a lot of busy energy in your reading. And you may feel it's time to just slow down a bit, take stock. And you may also feel like you've also got the chores to do, and you just feel like you've never got enough time in the day. You wish there were more hours in the day to do what you need to do. It's almost like you'd like a second you to be helping you out on everything that you got to do in life, okay? Things are getting easier for you. I definitely see that happening. There's something here that perhaps you've been wishing for, longing for. You are attracting that into your life, okay? All is not lost, okay, is what they're showing me. Also, with the Emperor energy and the Magician card, I mean, these are two Aries cards. So this is in the resistance position. So some of you may have felt like you haven't been fully charged or on top of your game, or just you haven't been feeling your best self recently. You may also be looking at aspects of yourself that you feel like you've lost touch with, and you want to reconnect to those parts of yourself over this full moon period and beyond. Now, these could be things like thinking back to the days where you used to go out and have fun, go drinking, being out with friends. Those dynamics may have changed because everybody's got responsibilities. We all went through a major pandemic. Some areas are back to normal completely and some are not. Some people are hesitant to go out and mingle. Some people are not. It depends on how you're feeling, but I feel you're looking at everything like it's changed. I just get this sense of like, what I'm feeling here is that you're feeling a little bit scattered. So some of you may be trying to search for your place in the world or where you feel like you belong, or trying to navigate the changes that have come into your life, and it's a little bit disoriented. Let me get this word right. They're trying to give me the word disorientating right now, okay? So some of you are like wondering which way is up. And that's like deep down. You may be looking at the world as well and seeing that there are major changes occurring around us. Some make sense, some do not make sense. You may be looking at, what is for the future, and you're trying to find your place in all of this and try to, be very clever and savvy and protect everything that you have worked really hard for. But at the same time, you're wondering, does it always have to be like this? Does it always have to be this hard? And you're looking at, your repetitive cycles in your life, your routines, and you're trying to bring a little bit more spontaneity into your life, but at the same time, some more structure. Okay, I know that sounds like opposing energies because the Emperor is to be strict or bring a little bit more discipline or structure, but at the same time, the Magician is like, how do I bring a little bit more spontaneity, a little bit more magic into my life? So I feel a lot of you are looking at ways to get what you want out of life, of course, but also bring in a little bit more fun and a little bit more manifestation, perhaps, or something that you've been trying to manifest, or you need a little bit more focus, because the Magician card in this position also indicates that maybe you felt your energy has been scattered, or there's a sense of unease that has been deep down and you can't quite pin it, but at the same time, you're trying to navigate it. So I definitely feel that, and I see that actually all the decisions you're making in your life, you're making a really good you're putting yourself in a really good position, shall we say, to weather any sort of change or storm that may come our way in terms of humanity. In terms of economically, for sure, because you've got two very, serious economic cards right there. We got the Father of Coins, of course, which is the King of Pentacles, and the Six of Coins, which is all about balance, and it's about the universe bestowing goodness upon you, but it's also about being careful with a budget, keeping things level-headed. So I definitely see that a lot of you are focused on your financial luck at this time, also your financial investments. I feel like you're making really good business decisions, okay? Because, the King of Pentacles is someone who is very savvy, very money-wise or practical. And if there's something you don't know, the information is coming to you or you're investigating it, especially since you've got the Son of Swords there. Let me just, the Son of Feathers, which is a Son of Swords, the Page of Swords there. So if there's something you don't know, I feel like you're investigating it. But what you will notice in your world right now is that if you think, oh my gosh, I wonder how I would do that, you're going to start seeing, without even typing in or looking, you're going to start seeing videos or signs that relate to the things that you perhaps are wanting to know. So for example, if you're like, I really wonder how do I set up a YouTube channel? You may suddenly come across a video that says, learn how to set up your own YouTube channel. And I feel the knowledge that you seek is actually going to come to you because you're being given intuitive nudges by your guides. I don't care what it is. If you want to be, for example, if you're coming out of college and you're like, okay, which job should I take best? You may even see like a video or a sign that says, this is the best job for you. Or, so I feel, look at your synchronicities in your life because they are little nudges from the universe letting you know the directions you should be taking. Yes, they are signs, and also trust your intuition as well, okay? So in terms of finances, should there ever be an economic fluctuation, you will be putting yourself in a really good position by making sure your finances are in different institutions that are not linked. So should there ever be, as I said, a fluctuation, you are insured or covered by one governing body that's not linked to the others. So I feel like you're being very savvy about those things as well. The Father of Coins tells me that you've been bogged down a lot recently by routine, maybe administrative tasks, or just tasks around the home space. A lot of you may feel that you've had a lot of responsibility recently as well. where you've been focusing on your projects. Now, whether you're retired or not, I feel whatever it is that has captured your attention, it has your undivided attention, and you've been focused on that. So I feel there needs to be balance between having a little bit fun, getting good exercise and getting good sleeping patterns, and also eating healthily. So if you've been someone who's like focused on a project and you're getting lost in that project or that idea, it's important to remember to feed yourself. Of course, you may be that sort of person who's like, oh, I skipped lunch today, or I skipped breakfast, or I skipped all these things because of your focus is elsewhere. They want you to bring a little bit more balance into your life. So just watch out for that. That's coming through. Now also the Father of Coins is really about you being a master of your craft. Whatever it is that you do, you're actually really good at it. Okay, a master or a mistress of your craft. You are you've reached a certain level in your life, and you have a lot of expectations that you put on your own shoulders. Okay, you expect a lot because you give a lot is what they're giving me, okay? Now is the time to give more to you. So if you've been neglecting your own needs because you've been so busy, now is the time to just slow down the pace a little bit. The world can be won another day. Just give yourself that time to breathe. What is meant for you will never pass you by, and just relax, and then do everything you can, the next day and the next. So you may be in like a cycle of creating lists. Now they're bringing the zip back up. It's a zipper back up again for me, so I really want to check in with that energy. When it goes away, I won't mention it until it comes back up again, because the energy is stronger. So one moment please. For those of you who don't know, I'm scrying in the water and I see images in the water. I'm also clairaudient. So what I'm seeing right now is a zipper. Let me just check in with that. Okay, so this could be like you're unveiling a new chapter, or you're making a restructure in your life. It could also be that you've had some sort of drama in your family unit or with a friend recently that will be resolved, but it's actually, made you feel a bit stuck. They're also giving me something that's normally quite easy could have become difficult or hard, or someone in your environment is making something that could be really easy. They're making it harder than it could be. Okay, so whether it's a family member, or whether it's someone you work with, or if you're in retirement and you're connected to some sort of community and you're like, look, this is a really easy way to do something. And there was that one person that's like, no, we should do it this way instead. And you're like, come on, that's not efficient. Can you not see? I feel there's someone or something, trying to put a fly in the ointment in some area of your life. This will be resolved, okay? It's nothing to worry about. That's what I'm seeing. It's nothing to worry about. Also, a zipper can indicate that you are expressing feelings, or you will be reflecting on feelings that need more attention. Oh, I did not know that. They're giving me this. Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. I'm glad that they said this. A broken zipper, because what they're showing me is the zipper is like not 100% going up, okay? So they're showing me a broken zipper is actually a sign of inspiration, of uncovering a hidden talent. So if you are trying to set up your own business, because the Father of Coins, King of Pentacles, of course, is an entrepreneur, someone who is CEO of a company, or someone who wants to, take a leadership position. So it can mean that actually, this hidden talent, something you're really good at that perhaps you've thought about exploring but haven't really to your full potential, it's something that could be very financially lucrative. So if you've got an idea for something, I'd run with it, especially since we've got a trine this month in March, and also trine has come up for you as well, okay? This is a perfect time for you to start anything that feels a little bit left field for you. Do your due diligence, check out all the details, run with it. I see a lot of success here, and you attracting a lot of potential and possibilities, or clients. Whatever it is you do, you're attracting to you at this time. Now, also the Six of Coins, it's interesting. As soon as I pick this card up, I'm getting a sense of, I'm being also given an image of, I want to say it's a Rosetta Stone. Yeah, Rosetta Stone. Okay. Now with the Rosetta Stone there, that's really interesting because, let me just pick up the energy. So the Rosetta Stone, they're giving me, you could be reflecting on your heritage during this full moon, really thinking about where you've come from, the lineage that you have, and how you are taking the baton, and how they're showing me how your ancestors are really proud of you for all that you've accomplished, all the difficulties that you've overcome. It has been difficult, okay, but you've remained true to yourself, and you are a force to be reckoned with. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful. They're giving me Remember Your Crown. This came up in another reading a couple of days ago. So maybe you got placements in that sign. I almost want to say it was Gemini or Capricorn. Okay, maybe Capricorn, but I'm not sure. If you got placements in those areas, perhaps there's something in that reading for you. If not, give it a wide berth. I'm not asking you to go looking for that reading. Yeah, remember your crown, okay? Stand true to your vision, stand tall. You've got lots to be proud of, okay, is what's coming through there. But the Rosetta Stone, again, it's connected to traditions, so or to heritage, lineage, or the past in some way. So you may be thinking, reflecting on the past of, your journey so far and the journey that your ancestors took and how they are proud of you or how far you've come. From their position as well. The Rosetta Stone, I'm going to have to check this out, but they're, interestingly enough, telling me that it's kind of like a really mundane text about some sort of, either like a government document or some sort of civil document or a council type document. It's nothing in particular. It doesn't have any great message on it. I'm going to have to check that out. So don't shoot the messenger if it's like it contains like the major message for mankind. I'm going to have to check it out. But what they're giving me in the energy, the Father of Coins and the Six of Coins can really connect to that. Being in the flow of mundane, repetitive cycles, having lots of documents to deal with, lots of contracts to deal with, and you're just feeling like, where's the fun? Where's the fun at? Where's the magic of life? What is this all there is? I'm just like on autopilot, just doing. So perhaps that's resonant in some way for you. Some of you could literally have just gone to visit the Rosetta Stone, or you see it come up. It has come up before, many months ago or a year ago or something in another reading, but I just can't remember what it was about last time. Okay, so I'm going to be honest and say I can't remember, but they're showing it to me in the water right now, so maybe it's relevant to you in some way. It could be a sign or a symbol that indicates you're in the mode of doing right now, and things start to get a little bit more interesting towards the end of March for you. Okay, Six of Coins, it's about making your mark. As you can see, we've got footprints there, handprints. This is about you and your sense of valuing yourself, and also it's basically you're teaching people how you like to be treated. Okay, sometimes, unfortunately, in life, we have to teach people how we like to be treated. So if you've had anybody in your life who's taken your kindness for weakness, undervalued you in some way, or underestimated you, I feel like you are leading with integrity and showing people how you like to be treated. Okay. Six of Coins also indicates, of course, balance, having a solid foundation, and they're indicating straight away that you are so generous, you're so kind, you're such a loving person, you're always giving to people, and that's why you are deserving of good karma. There is good karma coming for you, okay? It may not have felt like it, but things are taking a turn for the better, okay? They want you to be aware of that. I did not know that a broken zipper indicates like... what did they say? They gave me inspiration, an energy of inspiration and uncovering a hidden talent, okay? But it also points to prosperity. So I just want you to be aware of that. You're meant to fulfill your divine contract, but you may have felt a little bit lost, or you may have felt a little bit in limbo recently, like questioning your path. Am I on the right path? Is this the right direction? And if you've been feeling like you are trying to check in with your inner compass, this full moon energy that will last for the next 2 weeks will actually help guide you with your intuition to where you feel you're meant to be, okay? You are on your right path and you are fulfilling your destiny is what they're giving me. For some of you, deep down, you may be thinking about, you're in a cycle of doing right now, and you may be like, well, where's the love? So if you don't have a loving relationship, or you don't have a partner right now, with the Two of Cups there, you are attracting love. I feel like you've been learning a lot of lessons about balance, about grounding, and to recognize that you are a gift. You may have given away your power in certain situations regarding love in the past due to either something unhealthy that you experienced in your journey, like for example, a trauma that has been left unhealed from childhood or from teenage years. If you're someone, for example, who was bullied, you may feel a sense of disempowerment because of those experiences. You may have left those things behind and you feel like they don't have a power over you, but they may actually influence you when it comes to love. Because when you meet someone that you're attracted to, you may suddenly get all tongue-tied and you may feel, a little bit like insular. They're indicating you deserve love and you are lovable and you are attracting love. Okay. For those of you who have a love relationship, I feel like you're trying to find the reciprocity or keep the balance in the relationship and also keep the spark alive, because, we're all just humans trying to make our way in the world. And sometimes life gets a little bit dull. I mean, that's true, but we got to remember not to take each other for granted. We have to keep a balance about ourselves and recognize who's got our back and who does not. And we stand together strong as a unit if you're in a couple and you're working towards the same goals. So I definitely see you seeing a lot of gratitude in your life for the person that you've met and that you are with. And I definitely see you and your person. I feel like there's a big decision you have to make. You will make the right decision, both of you. You will make it together. I feel there's this energy of standing strong as a unit and moving towards a common goal. So this could be, it could be a vacation plan, which I feel it's deeper than that. It could be a relocation plan that you and your person have, something that you and your person have been waiting for. If it's a contract or something like that, that's coming through as well. And for those of you who are with someone and you want to deepen your connection, there's definitely a divine contract between you and your person, and it will reach the next stage. You will settle down with that person, okay, and have a family if that's what you're looking for. But because we have the Magician card and the Emperor in the resistance position, you may have, number one, you may have felt like you're running on empty and you need to recharge your batteries. You may also feel there are moments that you're feeling a little bit unmotivated or just fed up with the way life is and how difficult it seems to be at every turn. Because they're showing me a maze right now, a maze for you in the water. You may have felt that every turn there seems to be a block, or every turn you need to take another direction. And it always seems to be abundance is tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow. And you're like, when is it ever going to flow in my direction? Okay. Things are changing, but I feel, and this is horrible, and I know it, I hate it. I hate tests as well. I feel like there's been a major test for humanity recently. We all know that, of course. We've all been living it. But I feel these tests are to stand true to your intuition, to really listen and hone your gifts, your spiritual gifts, and get connected on a deeper level to your spiritual practices, as well as your inner compass. Okay, so whether you celebrate a source or not, it's really about recognizing all the answers are within you and how resilient and strong you are. So I feel whilst there is a major recalibration going on in the world at large, I feel like you are making adjustments to find your way through those things. So during periods of adjustment, things do get a little bit more difficult than usual. But I do see, you got the Sun card there, which means prosperity, things working out in your favor, and, you've been given the energy and the motivation, the drive and the vitality to start getting busy and making things happen. But at the same time, you're welcoming in some luck because you have the Trine card as well, which means Jupiter is on your side. Jupiter, of course, will retrograde towards the middle to end of the year. I feel good prosperity and opportunity is in your favor until such time as it retrogrades. And then, of course, we're all going to see things shift on a different level. But we do have the Magic card. So this is, of course, the Magician. And in this position, some of you, and I don't want to call you out, okay? They're just giving me this energy, so don't shoot the messenger. Some of you may have felt that you've been procrastinating a little bit recently because you've been feeling a little bit fed up in the cycle of repeat. It happens to us all. We all just get a little bit like, oh, is there anything else? What else is going on here? How can I shake things up a little bit? And I feel like you're due a shake-up that you are going to make yourself. The Magician card also indicates that you Some of you may have stopped manifesting, or you may have stopped believing in manifestation because you feel it's not just showing up for you. And I totally get it, totally get it. But you're actually going to see a lot of signs and symbols over the next, well, they're giving me the next 6 weeks that will actually help you believe in your powers of attracting the things that you already have in the future, the things that you desire, okay? You're changing frequencies at this time to really hone in on the you in the future that has all the things that you desire, okay? This card also indicates you've got this. Even if you're going through a difficult time, you've got what it takes to get to where you want to go. You have all the skills within yourself to attract all that you desire. And I feel like you're in a cycle of accomplishment. Even if you've been procrastinating a little bit, I feel as you enter the full moon period and beyond, you're going to be busy doing. So it's going to restructure your energy in a way where you're just being very productive. And you're going to look back on March and think, wow, I actually got a lot done. Also with the Magician card, there's this, okay, I'm going to put it out there because it's coming through. Because we have the Emperor, which tends to represent, you know, like establishments, governments, things like that. And we've got the Magician card, and it's in the resistance position, so it's like I got it in the reverse. Some of you may be feeling a little bit uneasy with the way things have been or are headed at the moment, okay? I don't really get political in readings. It's not something I tap into in the readings, but it is coming up a little bit in your reading, so I have to mention it. I feel that you're keeping an eye on things, and whatever it is that you're intuitively called to do, I feel like you're putting yourself in a really good position. Okay, so I'm just going to put it like that. Also, I feel that you are going to be in a position of action very soon, where you're getting new projects off the ground, things that you are connecting to are starting to slot into place, and everything starts working out in a very fortunate way for you as well. The Emperor energy, some of you are thinking about creating a little bit more structure in your world, like being a little bit more efficient with time so that you've got more time for you. And I feel it's been very difficult to like snatch some time for yourself. And I feel like you're in the planning stages of something, and it could be a schedule where you want a little bit more time for rest or me time, or you want to bring a little bit more balance into your life. And that's definitely going to be something that you implement as you move through this full moon period. Now, the Emperor, of course, is all about success, reaching a goal and accomplishing whatever it is you set out to do. And if you feel like you haven't got to where you want to go yet, you will complete the cycle. You will finish what you started, okay? So if you tend to be someone who starts a lot of projects, you get really excited about things, and then you're distracted and you're on to the next, or you've got a couple of projects on the go, I definitely see you being very productive and tying up loose ends, finishing what you start, okay, with that. But mainly I see a recharging of your batteries and your energy. Now, your outcome energy, we've got Venus and the Sun. And for those of you who look to the sky this week, you would see a lovely alignment between, Venus and Saturn. And, there was just a beautiful alignment there. You will have seen that, I think it was 2 days ago. Yeah. But with Venus there, this is really your outcome position. This is about how things are going to work out. And this is about you developing a more intimate connection with your inner compass and loving those parts of yourself that you've neglected. Also, I feel you're going to rediscover parts of yourself that perhaps you felt you've lost touch with, and you're going to reconnect to things that you used to do, that you used to love doing, that perhaps you don't do anymore. So whether it's go out dancing, whether it's pick up a hobby that you used to do, whether it's return to a career sector that you used to love to work in, or even if it's, to pick up painting or something artistic, or even, return to a neighborhood or a restaurant. I get a sense of you returning to all that you loved once, and it's just going to put you back in the feels. Also, again, if you are looking for love, you're attracting love at this time. Venus, of course, is the planet of love there. We've got love, beauty, romance, art, harmony, relationships, wealth, luxury, style, attraction, female energy, and indulgence. So financially, for those of you who have been a bit worried about money, I definitely see that you are creating a strict budget, or you're being it's almost like I feel like it's almost like you're giving yourself an incentive to keep checking in on your savings. So maybe, you know, you've got some sort of app that makes it like a game, or you've got some sort of bet with somebody, like I can, you know, I bet I don't spend as much on coffee this month, or I bet you I won't purchase this, or I bet you I'll get a discount. There's something here about some sort of incentive that you've given to yourself between you and either a friend or a colleague or something. And I feel like you win it, whatever it is that's coming up. That's very precise. That may not resonate for everyone, okay? Now, the sun, of course, is leadership, happiness, creativity, confidence, spirit, ego, self-awareness, and self-expression. A lot of you over this full moon period are working on your confidence. It's always the way where someone who is super talented, so gifted at what they do, and has come to this lifetime with a lot of knowledge and a lot of just natural gifts, they tend to doubt themselves, or they tend to feel like that imposter syndrome, when actually they should feel more confident about their skills. And the people who are super confident and, you know, bulldoze their way through life like, I'm the best, you know, I deserve this, and they have that sense of entitlement, they rarely have anything really to back it up. So I feel like you're working on your confidence at this time. They want you to have more confidence in your skills, in you, you know, and the way that you are. Love yourself, and, you know, love all aspects of yourself, and feel confident in your skin. You are you. You are unique, and that is your superpower, okay? Now, the Sun card, of course, indicates a lot of success. I mean, there's literally a paintbrush there. I do get a sense that a lot of you are doing home decor or DIY, or reconfiguring or restructuring your home space, and they're showing me like a floor plan right now in the water. So some of you may be actually buying a property, or going into real estate, or looking at floor plans, or maybe you're just looking at your own floor plans and thinking, how can you restructure the home? Or some of you may be selling your home and having to list the floor plans, or even, I mean, some of you may be architects, perhaps, and you deal with floor plans, or you work in construction. So please take it as it resonates. I mean, there may even be like a large painting that you come across over the next couple of weeks, or a large poster that has floor plans or blueprints to a floor plan in it. And it indicates some sort of good news, some sort of prosperity, because the sun represents prosperity. And as you can see, the sunflowers, there's a golden heart there, and I feel like you have that golden heart, and you deserve the happiness that you truly desire. But we've got the sunflowers. They only follow the sun throughout the day, and I feel that's what you are doing during this moon period. You're deciding to cut out anything that makes you feel depleted in your energy, whether that's a person, a situation, or a food substance. I feel like you are recharging those batteries and only going where your heart feels happy. Okay, and I feel like you're really thinking or reflecting on those things throughout this moon period. Now, when you get the Sun of Feathers, this really indicates that you have an incredible mind, okay? The Sun of Feathers is the equivalent of the Page of Swords, which is like genius level. So you've got very high IQ, is what they're showing me. And lots of new ideas are coming towards you. Really trust those new ideas. They're given to you for a reason. Also, I feel some of you may be reflecting about the difficult experiences you've had in your past, especially when it comes to either a divine counterpart, or, you know, someone who's had a very big ego trying to perhaps abuse their power in a situation. Some of you may speak out about that, be like a whistleblower, or some of you may actually write about your experiences, write a book about them, or a screenplay. You may actually channel a difficult experience that you've had in your life. You may channel it to the page via spoken word or via words, okay? Your words have power, okay? And they have the power to affect the world and those around you. So I do feel some of you are thinking about writing a book, or, you know, maybe even poetry. But even if you're retired or you are in a career, I definitely see you using your words to bring more abundance into your life. But also it's a cathartic energy. I mean, some of you may even be like documenting how you're feeling, your moods, your mood fluctuations, or you may write a diary or a food diary. There's definitely something about you documenting things, or even writing lists of things that you want to manifest during this period as well. Now, the Sun of Feathers, okay, they indicate here that sometimes you are a bit of an overgiver, okay? So I definitely feel like you are taking stock of reciprocity in your world. And the Page of Swords is to pay attention to something. Pay attention to something. So they're showing me clocks right now. So there could be something that is time sensitive in your world, or perhaps you feel like you've never got the time to do what you really want to do. So you're going to restructure and find the time. I would check all of your mail as well. This comes through occasionally, this message. I would check all of your mail, because there may be something, maybe something in the mail that is due payment, and it's coming dangerously close to a due date, and you don't want to incur a fine. So, I don't want you all rushing out there to, check through your mail, but I feel it's important. Someone out there, there is potentially something that is owed on something. I mean, you've probably got all your bills in, electronically covered, like direct debits and things like that, but they're just indicating, I'm just going to pull a card on it. Okay. I don't see it as being a surprise, but it may be something that you forgot about. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, something perhaps maybe even that you were saving for, or maybe even a repayment plan, okay? But the Four of Pentacles is like you have the money for it, but so it may be, a long-term, I mean, it could even be that your long-term investments are coming to maturity and they want you to move them into a different account, or they want you to restructure, and you're like, if you don't abide by the time frame, then they put you into an account that they choose, and you then don't have any say. So just check out your mail. Queen of Pentacles, yeah, it's a conservative thing. It's basically it's something to do with finances, and it's something that's been delivered to your home. The Queen of Pentacles is the home space. But what I'm also loving is that you've got the King and Queen of Pentacles, basically. So if you're looking for a loving connection, there is a high level commitment on the cards, and the Four of Pentacles indicates long-term or for keeps. Okay, so that's definitely showing up there for you. Some of you may even try to set up something that you can do from home, because the Queen of Pentacles, the home space. But the Queen of Pentacles literally represents being, how can I put that? Conservative with your finances. Yeah. So that you are, in the flow of money coming in, money coming out, but money being saved as well, to live a life of comfort, live a life of luxury. I feel like what you're building, your future self will thank you for what you are doing right now. Also, Queen of Pentacles indicates protect what you already have. So I guess the message again is check your mail to protect your money, so that you don't have to pay out more than you would normally. So I'm just going to leave it like that. That's a message for somebody out there. Okay. Investigating lots of new ideas. Page of Swords is like, keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on things, and that you are in the flow of having wonderful ideas. We got the 10 of feathers there. We've got the 2 of coins. Oh, sorry, it was the 10 of feathers, not the 2 of feathers. Okay, 10 of feathers there. So you got double 2, not treble 2 there. Is that correct? Yes, you got double 2. So 10 of feathers, something is ending, or you're releasing something that's no longer necessary in your life. 10 of feathers is such an important card. When it comes to checking in with yourself, it basically means you're shifting your negative self-talk. You're cutting it out. Okay, you're being more supportive of yourself. We all have that inner narrative where sometimes we either, berate ourselves about something, or we feel like we're not good enough, or we feel like, someone else is doing better than us and we should be better. We're always having a bit of a go at ourselves. So I feel like you're really working hard to cut that out. I mean, it takes a long time to eradicate that, but I feel like you're reminding yourself that you're awesome, and, you shouldn't be telling yourself otherwise. If you would not accept anyone talking to you in a negative way, why should you allow you to talk to yourself in a negative way? Okay. And also remember, words, they're spellings. Okay. You spell words, they're spellings out to the universe. So what you're saying about yourself or others, these are things that are, it's like causation. You're saying it and then it becomes a thing. Thoughts become things. The 10 of Swords, I feel like you're cutting things out that, have served its purpose in your life, whether it's a lesson, whether it's a pattern, whether it's a situation, and you're creating space for new. Okay. This basically means a new start. Also, the 10 of Swords is, it's a card of feeling anxiety or a sadness with something. Okay, so I'm just going to pull a card and see what that is. You may have also felt that someone that was in a position to help you or support you may not have supported you, and you may feel that it has been a difficult journey with that person. But I definitely see that this person will actually extend an olive branch. Okay, let me just clarify that. The star, they will heal. Okay, the star is a healing card. It indicates, you know, there will be a potential for this relationship to be observed in clarity, but also to embrace healing and growth from a situation. So also the Ten of Swords, the equivalent of the Ten of Swords, is like if you've been going through a very difficult time, things get brighter. I mean, the star literally means there is a brighter future to look forward to, and all that you've been wishing for is headed in your direction, okay? The stars are aligning to bring you what you need, but sometimes we have to cut out the thing that is difficult. Sometimes we have to cut out the thing that we're struggling with so that we can actually make space for the universe to fill it with something better. Some of you may have been going through a tough time with your health. You may have had a procedure. If you've come to this reading, I'm not saying you're going to have a procedure, only if you've had one or you've been scheduled for one. I definitely see healing from that, okay? They're indicating breathe, don't worry about that. Two of coins, of course, footprints are important for you as well. There's two cards there with footprints, but it's about creating that balance between work or projects or focus on the everyday, but also making space for fun as well as connection to source or your inner guide, okay? Your inner compass. It's important. I definitely see you making your mark in this world. Some of you, especially if you're getting older or you're maturing, shall we say, because we're all maturing, of course, and learning lessons. Some of you may have felt that society sometimes doesn't see you, okay? I definitely see that energy changing. You will find your soul tribe. If you've been feeling a little bit lonely or a little bit isolated recently, I definitely see you coming into balance and finding people who are good people, who vibe on the same frequency as you. I definitely see you coming out of a comfort zone, maybe connecting to a hobby or something that you're doing for you first, and by extension, you meet good people who are on the same vibe as you, okay? It could be a course of learning, could be something that you're doing that you've always wanted to do. I definitely see you mixing with some good people there, okay? We've got the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is a reminder to really focus on things that you really want, because sometimes your energy does tend to get a little bit scattered because you have a lot of energy. You're a fire element, okay? But it's also important to remember that the Seven of Cups is all about using your imagination. It is a very fertile imagination. You have an opportunity to dream, and those thoughts and dreams, they become a reality, okay? Now, Seven of Cups, pay close attention to your visions, because, as I said, those things are becoming a reality, because the Two of Cups indicates you're attracting those things towards you. And that's why it's important to cut out any negative self-talk or any negativity. I mean, it's really hard, right? Normally, I'm quite a positive person, right? But this moon in particular has made me feel extra critical. And it is because of that Virgo influence. And, you know, I was even saying to one of my friends the other day, I was like, ooh, I feel a little bit more bitey than usual, a little bit more cranky than usual, which is so unlike me. And then I checked in with the time period. I was like, oh, okay, you know, these may be my influences. And yeah, my friend said, yeah, I'm the same. You know, we need to stop being a little bit negative. You know, I mean, humans, we fluctuate, okay, in our emotions, and that's okay. We should honor ourselves in each moment. But if you're feeling a little bit extra sensitive or extra overwhelmed or extra emotional, know that this too shall pass, because the full moon, of course, the energy will dissipate, and then we move, of course, into the new moon, which gives us that wonderful boost of energy, that vitality, that hope, that connection to better things. So I just want you to be aware of that. Now, Two of Cups at grassroots, this indicates that you are attracting all that you desire at this time. But also, I feel like you're having a deeper understanding of meeting your own needs during this time as well, because we are all humans that have needs, and those needs, they need to be met. And whether that's recharging your batteries, taking a step back in order to quiet your mind and just, you know, be in the flow. We have built a very busy lifestyle. So busy cars, busy airplanes, you know, everything is loud, and it's very hard to check in with our heart and our inner compass and our guides and our, you know, inner wisdom. So that's why it's important to get that balance and find time to reflect inwards so that you can find all the answers you seek. You know, people can give you advice. You can watch as many things as you want to get an idea of it all, but ultimately, all the answers are within you, and nobody can ever tell you otherwise, okay? Two of Cups, again, if you're wanting love, you're attracting love, but I actually see that you're someone who's a really good friend. You're someone who really cares about people, and I feel a lot of people actually gravitate towards your warmth and your energy. Just be mindful of energy vampires, okay? Some people are there to support you. Some people are there to bask in your energy and absorb it so that they can feed off your energy and use it for their own gain. So I feel during this period you're witnessing or reflecting on those experiences in your life, and you are recognizing areas where you may have given away your power or felt someone took your power in a situation, and you're recharging your batteries, and you are standing true in your power and valuing yourself by creating healthier boundaries across the board, okay? So I'm just going to get a final card for you. They're showing me a starfish right now for you. There's definitely not a starfish in this deck. Starfishes, sign of good luck, wealth, also a sign of love, okay? But it's also about being connected. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Connected to balance, to find peace. Dog, friend, we have there. Thank you so much. They just want one more, so I'm going to give it. Okay. Swan, grace. Okay, so we got the dog, friend there. And it says, today I will love without condition. My energy and enthusiasm are an inspiration. I choose to be happy. I am a protector and friend. Let me say that again, just in case. I am a protector and friend. I had a little bit of dental work the other day. Had to do a root canal. So I'm stumbling a little bit over my words at the minute, just because it feels a little bit weird in my mouth, so I do apologize about that. We've also got Swan Grace, okay? And it says, you who glide across the waters of my soul, bring me your wisdom and light. Help me transform into elegance and grace. Inspire me with dignity and the spirit of beauty. Now, this card always gets me thinking. Swans, they're so graceful. They make it look so easy and effortless. But under the water, their feet are going a mile a minute, changing direction, helping them go against the tide. And you may have felt like you've been swimming against the tide. And other people, they may be looking at you like you're just effortlessly doing life. They don't see the struggle that perhaps you've been going through recently, but things are going to get easier for you, okay? I definitely see things shifting for you in a more positive direction. Also, the dog came up there because you have really strong instincts, okay? And also you have a very strong soul tribe as well. There are people who have your back. So, and remember, you do have a lot of energy. So protect your energy as well. Okay, I'm just going to go and get a trinket before we close. Okay, I love it. I love it. We got the sun for you. Okay, I actually close my eyes when I pick the trinkets. I like to be surprised just as much as you. And we got the sun there, and the sun is smiling. They want me to have a look on the back. Of course, made with a smile. Made with a smile. Okay, so you are attracting good things at this time. You are going through a bit of awakening throughout this full moon period. And when we go through awakenings or moments of clarity, it's refreshing, but it took a lot to get there. So sometimes we have to, really go deep in terms of reflection, and it may feel a little bit messy or a little bit dark, but I feel like you're headed in the right direction. The sun indicates a lot of prosperity, a lot of good things, and lots of joy headed in your direction as well, okay? So I'll leave it there. I hope something does resonate here for you. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. I mean, you got the sun as the last card there, and you got the sun here as well. So very important. But also, my guides are not finished with the starfish, weirdly enough. It's come back up in the water. Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. They're giving me a message about it, which is starfish. They're extremely important in the ecosystem. They're giving me that their eating system controls the ecosystem. Okay, so maybe this is a little nudge to look at your body or all that you put in your body and how it affects your surroundings or your mood, okay? They are giving me that it is also a symbol of strength, and you are very, very strong. But they're giving me that message. I'm going to look that up. That's a wonderful fact. I did not know that, if it's true. I'm sure it's true. But you know, when you get random energies coming through, you're like, oh. So starfish, their eating habits or what they eat, they're showing me that they eat everything. And it controls the ecosystem. So I'll look that up. So again, maybe it's something that you need to pay attention to your diet. Maybe there's something there that's making you feel lethargic or has been making you feel unwell. So check that out. Obviously, a food diary would be brilliant in that instance. So I'll just leave that there. Maybe someone is trying to figure out if there is a food substance that is affecting them. You will identify it by the end of March is what they're indicating. And from then on, things get better. Okay, so I'll leave it there. Thank you so much, my beautiful Aries, and love and light.